Welcome to the kingdom, your majesties. I'm your host, Queen Ash, and on this channel, we help women, especially women of color, become quality kingdom queens through faith, femininity, and lifestyle excellence. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and press that bell notification so you will not miss your weekly queendom sessions. In today's video, queens, we are going to talk about love. We're going to talk about true love, what it means to love yourself, what it means to love others. We're going to talk about how love equates to self-esteem. We're going to talk about how to control ourselves when it comes to love. So we're going to talk a little bit about self-control. Now, I will be the first to say, no, I am not a love guru. I am not a specialist in love. And quite honestly, I don't think anyone is a specialist in love except, of course, Jesus himself. So we're going to talk about just the bare bones of love. All right. So before we get into this chat, I want you to tell me in the comments, what do you believe or what do you feel is true love? I mean, is it a warm and fuzzy feeling that you get when you meet someone? I mean, what do you believe true love to be? Before we can talk about love, we first have to identify and acknowledge what love actually means. Now, this can be a little bit complicated because there are so many ideas and ideologies about love. And especially coming from an English teacher standpoint, love in the literary forms, we have agape, we have philia, we have eros. I will try so hard not to get into those literary forms of love. But speaking in the sense of the parts of speech, we have the noun form of love and we have the verb form of love. Okay? So let me try to explain it as best as I can. Now, if we're looking for a noun form of love, love is, of course, a noun, which we think of a noun, a person, place, thing, or idea. When we're talking about love in a noun form, of course, we love people, places, things, and it's an idea. It's very emotive, meaning that we are expressing emotions and feelings and things of that nature towards people, places, things, ideas. Now, love in the verb form is completely different. It doesn't focus on our emotions at all. It focuses on action. And love in this sense is an action. It's the things that we do that convey the feeling of love. Now, most of the time when we're talking about love, we're loving in the noun form. Okay? We're loving people, places, things, ideas. I can love a Snickers bar. I can love Chubby Hubby ice cream. I can love raisins or grapes. I can love a dress that's hanging in a store. Okay? And when we think of love in that particular form, we're basically ripping away the true meaning of love. How many times have you said, oh, I love that dress you're wearing. Oh, I love your hairstyle today. Oh, I love that color on you. It looks great. And when we think of love in that sense, it's really kind of washing away the true form and the identity of love. And honestly speaking, I'm guilty of that as well. Destroying or deconstructing the ideology of love. And that's because we're thinking in that noun form of love. Now, true love, I truly believe, and this is my perspective, I truly believe that love is actually the action form. It is the verb form of love. And the reason why I feel that it's the verb form of love because it's biblical for action. It is biblical to love with action instead of feelings. Because feelings, our emotions and our feelings, they're fleeting. Think about it. Emotions and feelings, they're very volatile, powerful things. And sometimes they can control the way we interact with each other. They can control how we interact with ourselves. They're very powerful, passionate feelings. And feelings are very, very fleeting. They're very fickle kind of things. And let's just give an example, okay? You can literally love something one day and hate it the next. I love the Chubby Hubby ice cream, and I love that with a passion. However, I'm a lactose intolerant. So even though I love Chubby Hubby, let's say if I eat it every single day. And yes, I want to eat it every single day. If I eat that every single day, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, and I'm going to eat it day after day after day after day, there will be an issue. My toilet will not be happy. My stomach will not be happy. I am not happy, okay? Now all of a sudden, I hate Chubby Hubby ice cream. I'm not in love with it anymore. Okay, all right, that's a little bit far-fetched. Okay, let's get into something a little bit more serious, okay? You love your mother, you love your siblings, you love, your friends. However, if that person is filling you with toxic remarks, toxic behaviors, and things of that nature, you're going to come to a point where you're resenting that person who's filling you with what appears to be an absence of love. Okay? And then you're going to start, when you start to become bitter and you start to resent that person, it's going to suddenly shift from love to hate. That line is very thin and it will shift quickly, which is why I say it's very dangerous when we think of love in the noun form, because we're giving it an abstract idea that it's just an idea. It's just something we feel. It's just emotive. And that's not the case. Love is not the case when it comes to that, because we literally have a guide to what love really is. So let me tell you what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. That is the definition of love. If we think of love in this way, in the way that is told in 1 Corinthians, we have to sit and think, is this particular idea of love telling us to enact emotions, or is it telling us to complete actions, to have control over ourselves? And control over ourselves, the act of control is an action. And therefore, that's why I believe that love is all about action. It is very hard to not become angry at someone when all they do is just incite anger within you. It's very hard to be patient, very hard to be kind when someone is not kind to you as well. This type of love is about sacrifice, sacrificing yourself and being in service to other people. Now, I know that it's hard to really get a grasp and to think about that, but it's true. It's true in the fact that when we're first learning about love, it's not from ourselves. We're not learning love from ourselves. We're learning love from other people. And what I mean by that, let's say when a baby is initially born, okay? When they're initially born, they're crying because, of course, they have their wants and needs. Of course, they want to feel warmth. They want to feel that love. They want us to be fed. They may need to use the restroom, of course, on themselves. There's this feeling that I need something. And someone has to provide it for me. I can't provide it for myself. I got these cute little hands and these cute little feet, and I can't move. I can't do anything, honestly. I can barely lift my head. All right. So the baby is looking for someone or something to provide its essential need. And that's going to be the mother and the father. Okay? If that baby, let's say, if that baby is left crying after it's born, just left crying, no one is around, no one is attending to its needs, anything, unfortunately, that baby will perish. That baby will feel that no one here loves me. I am missing something. I need something. No one is giving it to me. I have no one to depend on, no one to love me, no one to give me the care that I need. And that baby will not survive. Now, if the baby cries and the mother comes along, the mother holds the baby, she kisses the baby, she sings to the baby, she's feeding the baby immediately can connect and feel with that individual. They feel that love, they feel that warmth, they feel that their needs are being met. Okay? And that is what will associate what love means. And that is what we're going to receive from other people. Our first interaction with love is not from ourselves, it's from other people.
Well, that's all that I have for us today, my queens. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a majestic, Christ-filled day.